we're gonna explain the tree of life and all the connection between them, between all the Sefirot. Let's start from the top. We have Keter, Chokhmah, Bina, Da'at. Let's stop here. Those are the upper three Sefirot, Keter, Chokhmah, Bina. Da'at is not always there. Da'at is a result of the connection between Chokhmah and Bina. And what's happening here? When Keter send the light to Chokhmah, push the light, force Chokhmah to receive it, Chokhmah immediately need to release it, cannot hold it. Chokhmah is always immediate sharing, it's all sharing. So from Chokhmah goes to Bina. Bina basically stop for a second and hold the light. It creates a connection between them. This is like a flow between them, a unification of Chokhmah and Bina. And that's the process what happens usually. The Keter is represented by the tip of the Yod. And this and the Yud itself is Chokhmah. Why is so? Okay, why Keter didn't receive a letter of its own? Because Keter is only just push the light, but it doesn't do anything else but that. So Keter push the light, and Chokhmah has the light, and it's a small letter because it's immediately shared. It doesn't hold it, doesn't ground anything. It's immediately sharing. So once the light comes from Keter to Chokhmah, it goes immediately to Bina. And when they both connecting, then it's a process that's called knowledge, and this is Da'at, and this is that's why we call Chokhmah father and Bina mother, because they create unification, and the unification is called Da'at. No, like Adam knew Eve. So that's create Da'at. Now, why so? Because when both connected, it's generate light that can be pushed down to the lower seven Sefirot, which is Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, and Malchut. Now, Bina has the letter Hey from the Yud Kei Vav Kei name. This is the Yud Kei Vav Kei. We'll go over all of them. And what is the Hey? The Hey is actually like a Dalet and the Yud. And we see the tip of the Dalet, which forms the Hey. There's a connection here. This means that's where it receives. It's like a Yud comes here, and we see it's manifested inside. Okay, so the Bina received inside the Yud of Chokhmah. So, and that gives it the ability to become a channel for all the seven Sefirot below. Okay, especially to the 5. Hey is numerical value 5. And the 5 lower, the first 5 below Bina, Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, is actually the vessel. That's why I put it here in an orange rectangle to represent the vessel. Now, Da'at is as I said, it's the result of the connection, the unification between Chokhmah and Bina, father and mother. And this is, you can call it as like impregnation, like the mother got pregnant. And the result of this process is actually bringing a child to the world. And this child, it's called the son, is Zeir Anpin. Like the Vav of Zeir Anpin, this is the son. In the growth process of Zeir Anpin, the child, There are three stages which we call Ibur, Yenika, Gadlut. Ibur is like the impregnation process when the child, like the baby, and then there is like the nursing part, and then the growth. Okay, once we have the full, all the 6 levels are built in the RNP, then it becomes a process of gadlut, like grown up, and then it can come out. And we'll get to that. Now, the RNP has the letter Vav from the Yud Kei Vav Kei Mem, and its numerical value is 6, which is for Chesed Gvura Tiferet Netzach Hod Yesod. Now, as we said, the vessel itself is the 5 Sefirot, receive the light from Da'at, and then comes Yesod. Yesod is the channel, the funnel that takes the light from the vessel, from the 5, and brings it down to Malchut. And this is very, very important process. Like we need the process above of connecting Chokhmah and Binah to form Da'at, to allow the light from the upper 3 Sefirot to flow to the lower 7 Sefirot. So we need a unification between Yesod and Malchut to draw the light, to allow Yesod to draw down the light to Malchut, to bring down the light from the vessel to Malchut. By the way, Rabbi Shimon left the world on Lag BaOmer, which is the level of Hod, and which means like a complete vessel. That's why he waited for that, to allow us to connect to him through Yesod. When we connect to Rabbi Shimon, actually we connect Yesod to the vessel and can draw the light to Malchut. And this light comes, of course, from Da'at. And basically the Chokhmah and Binah are always in unification. Without their unification at all time, basically the world cannot exist. On the individual level, we need to create our personal unification between Chokhmah and Binah, like father and mother, to bring child, to create continuation in the world. And we need to do it on a spiritual level to draw light to the world, to us and to the world in general. Now this Malchut, by the way, this little circle that you see here, basically represent all the universe, everything that we see and we can measure, and this is Malchut. The entire universe, all the light years away in space, everything is here within Malchut. Don't think that this is the space and this is the Earth or something like that, so that some people think by mistake. So Vav is 6, we said, numerical is 6 for the 6 Sefirot. Yesod draws the light from the vessel to Malchut. Malchut is called daughter, bride, Nukva, female, and this is on the physical level. This area is the physical level. It's separate because it doesn't have light of its own, and we need to work to receive the light. That's why the hay, we have the vessel similar to the hay of Binah, to allow us the ability to connect, to have affinity with the upper Sefirot, and Binah to deliver the light to us. All the spiritual connection that we do and we can achieve Keter, just to trigger the process that from Keter the light goes to Chokhmah and Binah, and then opens the gate for Da'at, fill up the vessel with light, and then with connection to Yesod, we can draw the light to Malchut. Now, in the portion of Ba'alotcha, the Kohen, the priest, prepare the candles, and what he does is actually to to connect to the 7 Sefirot, and by that he pulls the light down to our world. Now, there's are in many places in Shir Hashirim, Zeir Anpin is called the groom, because the groom always want to unify with his bride, and that's how, when we connect the Zeir Anpin al Malchut, we actually allow the flow of light from that to come to the world. And right and left are like the arms of the groom that embrace Malchut and make the unification and draw the light down. And this is like this is the tree. And so basically we have like upside down tree because the root is actually Keter, not like physical tree that we see it in Malchut like this. By the way, the interesting point is that a tree, if we look at a tree in our eye, is actually reversed. All the images are reversed in our eyes because basically everything is upside down. We see everything upside down. So our root is actually Keter. And the endless, see, I put it up here and separate it with a line because there's only like a tiny dot that connects Keter to the endless, because the endless is actually just touch and doesn't touch, because if Keter create a constant flow, it could break the vessels basically. So that's why there is a separation between the endless and Keter. There is a process here. It's too complicated to explain it, but basically that's what it is. The light throughout the tree is always from the endless, always from the endless. The tree itself are vessels. All these, except Keter, which is actually could be mentioned here only as a dot, not even as a circle with equal size. But that's why I also didn't make it like complete connection to the circle here. It has a break, but just send the light to Chokhmah. It doesn't have full connection. That's why in the Book of Formation, it says there are 10 Sefirot and not 9, 10 Sefirot and not 11. Because if you see it, you don't see Keter all the time, basically, because all the action comes from Chokhmah, Binah, and all the way down to Malchut, which is 9. But then, if you count from Keter, Chokhmah, Binah, Da'at, etc., then you get 11. So, at any time there are 10 and never 11 or 9. Always 10. When Keter just sends the light, then the job here, the tree basically is Chokhmah, Binah, Da'at, Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. Okay, I hope I give enough explanation. But there may be another thing here. Da'at is Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses. Why Moses is Da'at? Because Moses basically went higher to heaven. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention it. Okay, these two lines are very important. They're not existing in the Tree of Life, but just to symbolize the heaven and earth. So Moses is Da'at because he has the ability to connect to that level. The light from here, that's where we received the Torah from Binah. So he came from that, he brought the Torah down. The Torah is Zeir Anpin. And the central column, that's why the Torah has like the scroll has two parts rolling into each other, so it's always in circle. So we have the right column, left column, the central column is Tiferet. Now Moses is going to bring Mashiach, and he will open the gates and let Mashiach come down through the central column, Yesod, to Malchut. This is the way. And basically the Mashiach will have the light of Yechidah from, the upper level of Keter, all the way down, so the central column will be complete, and therefore will have continuation of light from the endless through the Yud Kei Vav Kei name, is complete equality all the way to the central column, and everything will be in unification. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching.